because you go through with all those end game perks that you've got starting the next level. And so you can blast through that one pretty heavy. You pick up more perks.
Though nothing will drive them away. We can't beat them just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day.
Well, howdy, Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. Holy smokes, it rained a lot yesterday, and then it rained last night. It was raining this morning, but it's dry now, so thumbs up for that. Oh my gosh, it was warm last night, a little bit warm. I had 2 fans in my room. I had a sheet and part of a fleecy blanket on. And oh boy, yeah, my left leg cramped up. From my toe up to my mid-calf, it kept wanting to pull upward. Cramped, horribly, just stuck until I got everything off and just cooled down in the heat, in the cool of the fans. And once I cooled down, the cramping went away. This is going to be a great summer, I can tell, because it wasn't even really warm last night. But I was sweating, and that made my legs cramp. And hey, of course, front-loading of videos. If you could toss me a like, if you like what you hear and see, that'd be very cool. If you could subscribe to the channel, if you haven't yet, that'd be very awesome. If you could leave me a comment, that too would be very cool. I answer as many as my executive dysfunction will allow. Thumbs up on that. And of course, I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These literally beautiful, I gotta get everything ahead. The things were back and behind. These literally beautiful and literally awesome people who are literally beautiful and literally awesome. And because I got a little bit confused because my windows were out of place, I'm not exactly sure of how long I should keep my hands in the air, but each of those people was beautiful and awesome, and I wouldn't be able to survive without them. If you'd like to help me survive, the link is in the Show More video description. If you'd like to help me out without becoming a patron, there's a PayPal link, and if you'd like to help me out without saving money, there's an Amazon wishlist link as well. Thumbs up for that. Filled with cat food, so if you could check it out, that'd be awesome. Front-loading a video over? Sorry about that. Good old YouTube algorithms. It's not just YouTube algorithms, but that's okay. But yeah, so that was great having my leg cramp up. Oh, it was painful. It was awful. So like I say, it's going to be a great summer. Past that, it was a pretty good day. I walked to Walmart and I got a lot of food. And by a lot of food, I mean I got like 2-3 cans of chili and some pork and beans and some peas, a whole bunch of mashed potato stuff. There was yogurt, it was all together. I spent about $40 there getting food, and I ate last night, and it was nice. I mean, I need to lose weight as it is. I mean, I'm not at a perfect weight, so I need to bring my weight down. It's just I was losing weight because I wasn't able to eat at all, and that's not good. That's not healthy. So again, thank you, Psycho Jazz, helping me out. It was awesome. So yes, I ate yesterday and I had some yogurt for this morning, and that's good, a very, very good thing. Past that, I mean, I slept a lot last night because I had horrific insomnia the night before. Not horrific, but some. And so I wasn't sleeping well. And then it was warm enough combined with all the meds that I take to make me sleepy, so I fell asleep a lot. Usually I was okay. At least once, though, when I woke up, I had tingly extremities and it was brain foggy, and guess what? That means I stopped breathing. Hypoxia, which means just low oxygen. My brain was suffering from lack of oxygen, which is why when that happens, if you wake up and your fingers are tingling and your feet are tingling like that, that means you didn't get enough oxygen. That's not good. But past that, I played video games and I listened to music, I watched videos and fell asleep. I went to Walkies, came back. I was going to take a shower, but unfortunately I fell asleep a lot. So after I get all this done today, I'm going to be doing my shower, and that's a very good thing. The bad part of it, when I say bad part, the bad part of only taking a shower about once a week, and then as you get older, about my age, that's what you're supposed to do. Spot clean, take a wash rag, wash your face, wash your pits, wash, down below, get all your trouble spots, stay clean. It's just that showering every single day is really bad for your skin. And as you get older, dry skin especially is a horrible thing to do. So you're not supposed to shower every day. And because for me it's exceptionally painful and takes 2 hours and then I'm done, yeah, I spot clean and sponge bathe and try to keep myself very, very clean, but only scour and use chemicals once a week. So this morning is going to be that day. Going to be getting all trimmed back up with my hair and my beard. My neck is just awful right now, covered in all this salt and pepper whiskers. Mostly salt. A little bit of pepper though. You're all going to get older. Every single one of us does. Even if you die, you're still going to get older. You know, your corpse is still moldering. Thumbs up for that. But past that, that was my life. One thing I do want to talk about is I've gotten back into playing the game Strafe because it is a roguelite first-person shooter. And roguelite because it's not thoroughly random and you carry some things from game to game if you choose to use modifiers. You know, there's the structure of the game is you're inside of a ship and you're clearing it out, and then the ship crashes and you're going through crash stuff in a canyon, and then there's another section inside of a building that you make your way to, and inside of that the stuff is randomized, and that's good. Now while you're playing, you can pick up various perks and stuff like that, little things, boxes that you shoot, and then a little thing pops out of it. When you pick it up, you get a little perk. And when you go to the shops that are there, you're picking up scrap, which is money, and then you spend it on various upgrades. And by the time you get to the end, you can be really tough, and you have to be so, because the ending is an annoying boss fight where you have to fend off waves of attackers between which the thing that you have to shoot becomes vulnerable for a short period of time, and then if you didn't destroy that thing in that short period of time, you gotta fend off the next wave of attackers, and the place starts filling up with liquid. It's blood, you know, so you're moving slower and the enemies are harder to see. But I've gotten to the point I can make it through the game front to beginning about an hour and a half. This latest one, though, I'd been saving up just because, hey, the ADHD. But last night I went through, finished, and they do have a new Game Plus mode where instead of hitting the I'm ending the game point of it, you can jump into this warp thing. At the very end, when you beat all the levels and you make it back to your ship, you got 5 bad guys in your ship you got to kill that are no effort at all. You leap into this one portal thing and it takes you back to the beginning of the game. You still have all of your perks. So you start bursting through it. And if you made it through pretty good in the first run, you're going to really do good on this one. Because you go through with all those endgame perks that you've got starting the next level. And so you can blast through that one pretty heavy. You pick up more perks. It's harder to level up because most of the things you're picking up the perks are things that you've already maxed out. But they're there and you can get a little bit tougher. And then you jump into the portal again. And whoa boy, nothing can stand in your way except my system is pretty good. My video card is old. It's a GeForce 1050 Ti. I used to have a really good card. It burned out. Somebody sent this to me and it works. It's good, but it will stutter and get slow on a lot of things. And when I normal play, it has no issues. But when my character is moving approximately 2.5 to 3 times faster than it normally would, while my shotgun that normally in a 5-second period would normally fire like 5 times, is now firing like 30 plus times, there's a lot of stuff on the screen, a lot of stuff happening. So I end up taking a lot more damage than I should because I'm unloading like 30 shots at something coming at me, but it's so choppy because of so much happening that the shots are missing. So yay on that. But still, good game. Had a lot of fun. Definitely a good thing on that. Now, though, I'm going to talk some more about my creative stuff in the project that I'm working on. I'm trying to get stuff together and working on the timeline as stated yesterday. So I'm still working on that, as well as other things and other situations on the characters. Last night while I was walking, I did not get as much done up here as I would have liked. Because again, Ritalin got me. A normal brain is here. Ritalin gets me here. Strafe is here, but normal unmedicated thinking is here. So it's good. It's so much better than being non-medicated, but it's just not as good as it was. But I can live with it as stated. So I did a lot of thinking on things, and two of the things. I've talked about it sort of before, but I'm going to talk about it again now. There's one big thing that's like Wikipedia out here, except it's on the inside in the Crimson Kingdom. Originally, there was just a Wikipedia type thing being set up on the insides version of the internet. They call it their ThruNet because it's roughly the same, but there are some differences. It's decentralized, different equipment, different philosophies and such like that, but it's roughly the same. But on there's one site from these two individuals who started it off, Proctor and Heath. And it's just the Proctor and Heath, and they eventually came up with their subtitle for their website, which is being an attempt to catalog absolutely every detail about everything. And that's what it is. And at first they were very diligent on their own, getting volunteers, getting work, being very strict about their fact checking until the Crimson Kingdom and the King in Crimson got interested. And they became a part of the project. One of the things that the King in Crimson and the Crimson Kingdom does, when you sign into a contract with them, they insist on a few things, depending on the situation, but largely they will insist. When they became part of the project, they said that they would give capital, they would give resources like computers and equipment, they would give people to do fact checking, but they insisted in writing that they never, ever, ever be allowed to have any form of editorial control. And then if any editorial control is handed to the Crimson Kingdom, that breaks the contract. They do not want to infect any of the project with their editorial biases and leanings. They want it to stay as independent as possible. And the Crimson Kingdom does that a lot. With every contract that they make with other contractors, there is stuff written in explicitly that even if you break the contract, if the Crimson Kingdom breaks the contract, you still get to keep everything. In fact, they're still obligated to keep things going for you. Just a moment, my kitty cat wants in. Because she's a pain. Come on, kitty. There we go, thank you. Now I gotta recenter myself. But they will write in things so that even if they break the contract, they are still liable. If they are leasing a building, they will continue to lease the building. They will continue to pay you. They will continue to upkeep and upgrade the building. The big difference is it's not under contract, except they're paying the penalties for breaking the contract, which could be stricter and more penalizing than had they just stuck with it. They insist on that. They have very heavy duty. Oh boy, my housemates are just yelling loud out there. I do not know what is happening. But they insist on these sort of things. You have to sign into an ethics and morals contract if you're going to do any business with the Crimson Kingdom. If you do not sign a contract, an ethics and morals contract with them, well, those who do, if you have any penalties for anything, it will be a bad punishment. But if you violate your ethics and morals thing, it goes to here. Normal fines, punishment fine. You don't sign a contract, any fine, even if it doesn't break any bad ethics and morals, starts at the high punishment. So sign a contract, ethics and morals with the kingdom. Thumbs up for that. But yes, indeed, the Proctor and Heath, they are doing their absolute level best to Well, just like they say. So everything that gets sent to them, they do their level best to make sure is fact checked. And the kingdom provides them with more money, more materials, more people so that they can fact check and grow and stay independent and real. So the Procter and Heath, the P&H, if you're going to look something up, that is the big thing. And yeah, I've been working on this in my head for ever since I came up with the ThruNet for the Crimson Kingdom. It's been a long time. It's not just I thought of this immediately. Not that it would have mattered if I did. And I want to talk about this one with really quick, because I've talked about my one character, Daff, who's David Alia Ortega, where he's a cryptid. And after he discovers he's a cryptid, because after becoming friends with James Bkhir, they're just hanging around, he still thinks he's human, but after waking up in the snow, covered in snow, and his body temperature is freezing or below, he realizes, oh yeah, I guess I am a cryptid. So James and he are going around and trying to figure out what kind of cryptid they are, until they discover that in town there is a hypnotherapist that works with cryptids. Realizing how dangerous that is, they are quite aware that they may not live any longer than 10 years past this day, but they do actual hypnotherapy for people like James. You know, they know it's stated as dangerous because they know Daff. They can tell, you know, dangerous cryptid. And then there's James, a really dangerous cryptid. But people need help. And so Daff goes in for the guided hypnotherapy and meditation to try and get in touch with their inner cryptid. What I figure is there's the cryptid inside that says, it is not you and me. I am you, you are me, we are us. This aspect of you is just that, an aspect of you. This aspect of you is the cryptid killer. This aspect of you has been watching all of us and what we do. David Alia Ortega, you are complete. You are not perfect. No human is. You do not need to kill. This aspect of your personality would be happier. Would we were waiting. God, that's a lot of alliteration, so hopefully I'll say that better later. Through a knee-deep slurry of decaying human remains. But, David, we are complete without that. And should you kill, you will likely find that the flow of blood will be too much, and you will be unable to stop, and then you will be only a cryptid, and not David Alia Ortega. I am a part of you. We are us. And this aspect says, do not kill. So thumbs up on that. And of course, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. And even though I kind of American Sign Language, well. So let me call up my Chrome. We have Ice Damon. Yes, we certainly do. And good to see you in comments. Jesse Koskinen as well. Good to see you in the comments as well. That's a lot of as wells. I'm speaking well this morning. Wasabi covered nuts. Utak was indeed hair. Thunserd, I'm at least alive. Thank you. Oh, Craunches. Thumbs up and thank you. Michael Wood, greatly appreciated. Justina Lightbringer, I did get the kitty cat food. Thank you very, very much. Kapaki, thumbs up and yes, indeed, it is good to eat. Digital ALIKLOSETTI, thumbs up and thank you. There is JYY, greatly appreciated. Keelan Fenlon, thumbs up. There is Flora Mew, always good to see you in the comments, my friend. Ben B, thumbs up. RL Strange, greatly appreciated. Lucas, thumbs up and thank you very, very much. Daddy Dan, greatly appreciated. The Volt Tech, thumbs up and thank you. Ivan Solomon, I sure hope I got that close. Thank you very, very much. There is Yi Wee. Thumbs up and thank you. And there we go. 19 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up and thank you. You get me out of my head and into the world and dealing with real people, and that is appreciated to no end. Well, holy smokes. It's still the weekend, and I guess tomorrow's Memorial Day? So it's a holiday in the U.S.? I gotta double check on that, find out what's happening. I'm confused. I may not be time blind, but that doesn't mean I know what day it is. Thumbs up for that. So I'm gonna get some stuff done. I'm gonna do my best just to relax and have fun. Hopefully you're gonna do your best. Do your best to just relax and have fun. Don't feel bad about anything. Just relax and take care. And of course, Kofefe Bug a Ragin', you know the deal. Be smart and take precautions. Don't throw your body onto the corpse pile early. Please. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And quite frankly, I do think that is really and honestly a very good thing.